welcome back to my channel. So I did finally get all the results to my mom, what happened with my mom and what that explained. We got some exciting stuff coming at you. So right now we're going to kind of just do a little interview of like her life before everything happened and how she is now. And it is going to be in 2 different chapters. So we're going to do 2 different episodes just so that it's not all crammed in one video and we can actually get all the knowledge and questions answered that you guys did have. So we're still working on stuff. We're still trying to become better every day. But I did have to get on here with her just so that you guys can finally get some answers.
My name is Danai Torres and I'm Zayla's mom. I am 43 years old and I sell cars at Victorville Motors.
Okay, so as everyone knows, I did struggle with a thyroid issue. I do struggle with a thyroid issue. It is an ongoing thing. I have not beat it yet, but I am on my way to beating it. But I did want to make clear what happened to my mom and what happened to me was not hereditary. Was not because she passed it down to me or her parents passed it down to her. It was just circumstantial. So I did want to put that out there that it is not that genetically we were bound to have this happen to us. It was just unfortunate that it did, but we have overcome it. So exactly how long ago did you find out everything? And what were you doing? How was your lifestyle? Can you give them a little insight on that?
She doesn't want to tell you, but I truly believe that I put breast plants in my body. And I feel since then, my body had started changing and different things were happening to me and I was feeling unhealthy. Gluten was bothering me. A lot of things in my life were bothering me. Like Zayla, when I was young, I never struggled with a thyroid problem or any issues like that. Nobody in my family has any thyroid issues. So it was really weird. Since then, I ended up removing my breast implants. And I feel like I've had a lot of after effects. Well,
when did you have your breast in?
When I was 32.
What year was that?
It was 2008.
And when did you get them taken out?
I got them taken out 2 years ago in 2016.
So that'd be
almost
3
exactly
years
8 years.
That'd be 3 years
almost
ago.
3 years ago. It's going on 3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
And how long before did you find out about the nodules after you took out your breast?
So it's been like 2.5 years.
Okay.
2 years after.
2 years
when
after.
I found it. But I was having the same kind of weird pains that I had in the beginning when I first put my implants in, and they told me that I had a callus on my vocal cords. So crazy things were happening. I had my tonsils taken out. Well, your tonsils protect your body from poison. So when they took the tonsils out, I think that left my body vulnerable, and then it started attacking my thyroid, okay? But this last year, I just had sporadic shooting pains in my neck, and swallowing all of a sudden was getting weird again. Like I felt like there's something in my throat. And then my hair texture was changing again. I was getting swollen. I was feeling very lethargic. My energy, I was moody.
Lethargic?
Lethargic, yes. Sorry.
Lethargic.
Anyways, whatever. I don't pronounce things, you know. One of my bosses makes fun of me because I say immaculate wrong. So whatever. Anyways, I hope he sees this video just for that. So my body was just kind of felt like it was reverting back to almost the way I was feeling when I had my implants. So I started having these shooting pains, and since then, my husband had changed our insurance. We got a PPO. So I said, you know what the heck? Let me go see Zayla's doctor. About March, then we had a follow-up visit around July, and we ended up doing my needle aspiration.
So this is
around
2018,
July last year. And what happened was we ended up doing a needle aspiration. And if you guys don't know what that is that is an actual biopsy. They go in your throat and they pull fluid from
with needles. Yeah, yay big at least. Mine were very large.
They go in and they pull out the fluid or the cells from your actual nodule that's in your throat. So I have 3 in my right side, 1 on my left. So when they did pull from there, she did it like 4 times, and then they sent out my stuff to get read. Well, when it got sent out, for some reason, it came back inconclusive. So,
Which
Dr. Reddy,
inconclusive means that there's
there's not enough cells to say
not
that
enough
it's
cells in order to say that there is cancer or there is not. Just wanted to make that very clear for people who don't know what that meant.
So there wasn't enough cells to say that there was cancer, there wasn't cancer. So then she said, okay, we're going to redo your needle aspiration in October because all my labs came back fine, which I was still feeling like crap. Hair's falling out, skin texture's weird. Your libido drive slows down. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but
sex drive.
Okay. So everything was just like, you don't feel good about yourself. You're heavy. You can't lose weight. I felt like I was having a healthy diet, but nothing was changing. So then I said, okay, that's fine. So then all of a sudden in August, she calls me out of the blue and is like, this is like 911 situation you need to get down here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, what's going on? Well, the results that they had gotten, she ended up taking it upon herself, since they were inconclusive, to send my stuff to do a Gen Next test. And what that is they do a gen test, which is your genetics or your DNA, whatever that is, the gen test, which she did tell me that they confused my last name. So in my heart of hearts, I felt like maybe the results weren't mine. But I ended up going down there. She told me that they confused my last name. She told me that's why.
One?
Yeah, with something
so that's
happened.
why she went and did it herself.
Yes, but that's what happened. Something happened with my name. Anyways, long story short.
So when she went and did it herself, this was for sure that this was her. Okay.
No, well, anyways, so they ended up getting my results, and my results said that I tested positive for the BRAV V600 gene, which means that I am prone to have an aggressive thyroid cancer. If I do not have it now, that I will in the future have it. So that she suggested I have surgery right away, like within 2-3 weeks. So I was torn. Called Zayla obviously right away, but in my mind, I felt very guilty because I had allowed them to take half of my daughter's thyroid. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. Take my whole thyroid, whatever. But in my heart of hearts, I didn't feel like I had cancer. So I talked to Zayla, she was like, no, Mom, just calm down.
We'll figure this out.
And I was like, okay. So then I had to make an appointment to see Dr. Seventhal, which is the oncologist and the surgeon that did Zayla's surgery, was going to be doing mine in Loma Linda Hospital. So within a week and a half, 2 weeks, we made the appointment. We went down to see him, and I spoke with him. And I talked to him a little bit about diet, and if I changed my diet, if he would think that anything would be, changed. And he said, I really don't think so. I mean, it's going to be healthier for you, but I really don't think it's going to change anything with cancer. And I said, okay. But he kept on telling me that I had cancer, that there was a 99% chance that I had cancer. And Dr. Rhonda Reddy said that there was a chance that I was going to get cancer.
Which
so now both of the doctors, both of the doctors were telling me different things. So then it was kind of scary because it's like, so do I have cancer? Do I not have cancer? What's going on? Like,
then
what do I do?
You were told that you for sure had cancer, right?
That's what he kept on saying, but they never made it for sure. He said that it's a 99% chance. He said every time he deals with the BRAV V600, that there's a 99% chance that they have cancer. Like he said, he took little kids, 6-year-old kids' thyroids when they have that gene, and they remove it.
Okay. So
went home. He told me, like I said, that diet would improve, but he said it wouldn't get rid of cancer. And told me, well, what if they start shrinking? And he said, well, that would be another story, and that would be like a testimonial, and I would write a book about you. And I was like, okay. I'm like, well, you're going to do something because I don't have cancer. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. So came home, called Zayla, still really upset and scared, and was just like, my husband was very supportive. My son was very supportive. Also was Zayla. But I feel that they were more like, you need to take it out. Just get it done with. My my son and my husband were first like, you should just take it out. Then I also consulted a couple of people that are my friends. And one was a nurse. It was my friend's husband. And he said, you need to educate yourself. Then I told him what my daughter said. And he's like, your daughter's very smart. you should, listen to your daughter and do what she says. So, Thyroid Healing, my daughter suggested the book.
Okay, so crazy stuff. That's just like a bunch of he say, she say within the doctors. So I guess you could say that there was a lot of miscommunication between everybody and nobody really understood what was going on. We didn't know if our mother had cancer and was living with it inside of her, or if she was perfectly okay. But we did know that she was angry all the time. We did know that she was not losing weight. We did know that my mom doesn't eat bad. We did know that, I don't know if her hair was falling out, but her hair is falling out. We did know signs, right? Things. And I had doctors down her throat, take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. And we decided against it. It was a discussion. I did have to make it very clear to my mom that I would need to be talked to with my brother and my dad if this was to conclude, because if something happened to her, I did not want to be responsible. This had to be a mutual thing, just because when you're up against something, when you're up against the unknown, you win or you lose. So, I think that that's a good beginning to what her story is in the beginning. Is there anything you would like to say?
We're not going to go any further, right?
Not in this one.
Okay.
We will continue.
I do want to say that just till we get to the next part of my story, is sometimes when doctors do tell you stuff, you need to sit back, digest it, think about it. Don't do things as fast as I did with Zayla. It is a lot better to educate yourself and you be informed, because then that gives you power. And Zayla gave me power that I never had before, because I was scared and I'd always be like, well, go ahead, take it out, do this. I always listen to the doctors. Sometimes you have to take a step back and be so quick to do what they say. Yes, you want to be informed and educated, but take a time to educate yourself and have power, because if you just give someone that power, then I don't know, they take it away from you. You need to keep your power, so that way you can make the decision that you want to make, not that someone else wants to make for you.
I did just want to touch on what she said. You going through something does not mean that someone took your power. Because this is this is a hit home. Because I was one of the ones who got something removed from me. I'm gonna scoot closer for this one. If something in the sort of that is unfortunate in your life, that is cancer, that is hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, if it's diabetes, if it's something that inconveniences you, it does not mean that it takes your power. It means that it makes you stronger. Because if it was to never have happened to me, my mom would be a 40-year-old woman without any of her thyroid and on medication for the rest of her life. So what happened to me did not take any power away from me. It gave me power. It gave me drive, ambition. It gave me a reason to do what I want to do and a reason to be who I want to be and to help people. Because I've been in that situation and I have struggled, and I struggle every single day. So
the doctors, when they take your stuff out without you agreeing to it being your decision, like, remember you said, Mom, stop and think. I was just ready. I was ready to give them my thyroid because I let them take my daughter's thyroid. So she gave me power by not letting them do that. I felt bad. What I meant was, You want to be the one making the decision. Don't always listen to the doctors without educating yourself.
Thank you for tuning in. The next episode will be posted within the next few days or tomorrow. Who knows? Thank you for subscribing. Leave a comment down low. Hit me up on Instagram. I am more than happy to help you or be a guide to helping you better your life and better live every day that you have on this earth. Much love, and I appreciate you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.